Alright, so for this video, I'm going to be analyzing me versus CakeAssault from Genesis 6, Losers Quarters. So this is the most widely wanted set to review after I reviewed Zar vs MSB. This is the most common one I was suggested afterwards. But feel free to suggest any other video to me in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube. You can choose a set that I'm not in. You can choose a set where I lose. I'm down to do almost any video. I just want to see what the most wanted one is, and we'll just keep them going. I don't plan to stop these anytime soon, so maybe I'll get to your set if I don't get to yours right away. So I'm excited to review this set because I haven't watched the first two games over many times. I think I've watched the first two games over maybe 2 or 3 times max. Meanwhile, the last 3 games, if you don't know how the set goes, then maybe it's a little bit of a spoiler, but the last 3 games I've watched over a few times. Quite a few times. So we'll see how this goes. I'm excited. I'm eager to see how I play in the first 2 games, and maybe if I can see noticeable differences throughout the rest of the set, or if it's just maybe on his end, like maybe he started playing worse or something. So I'm going to try and be objective, as objective as possible, but try and give some context. Maybe give you some of my mindset at the time, what I was thinking when the set was going on. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started.
On the grass.
And here we go.
Oh, don't park the back on it.
I'm going to turn.
Starting right now. The rematch.
I'm going to turn the commentary. I'll leave it on, but I'll just turn it down a little bit. Throughout this set, they talk a lot about less about the game itself, I'm pretty sure, and a lot about, just like our history and like what was leading up to this point in the season. And so I start off with Equalizing. That seemed like the clear choice to me. I know Cake has lost to like Bagel in the past, and maybe just struggles in general with the Equalizing matchup. And a lot of people say like it's really bad for FullStream. So I don't think it's like really bad. I mean, it's probably an Equalizing winning matchup, but I don't think it's by that much. If so. So first stock, I just got off the stage, or like he hit me off the stage, and I got edge guard the entire time. There were probably some mix-ups I had missed opportunities on, and he just read me. And there's like, we can go back for that one since that second stock went by really quickly. Covers the stage with smoke. I missed like this one neutral opportunity. Right here. I was reading that he was going to go to the platform. Very common, right? Like not just for FullStream gameplay, but just rivals in general. And plus he has smoke up here. Oh no. The alert's going off. Here's yeah, so he was going up here. I knew he was going to go up there, but I just didn't get the punish out in time. And so he gets like an offstage carry. Oh no. I try and wave land back on to safety, but he just covers the no hitbox option and gets the double back air. So he's already up 3 stocks to 1. Crazy lead. There's basically nothing you can do wrong in this position. I mean, obviously people have lost when they were up 3 stocks to 1, right? But I just mean you have so much momentum going forward, and it will tend to favor the person in the lead, such that even if you're making bad decisions, it doesn't matter because there's just so much going wrong for the opponent that's just what happened. Like you can just carry it forward. And so I think that's exactly what happened. We had some neutral exchanges. I got a couple of hits in, but nothing really momentum shifting. I mean, I even go for like very unsafe and things like that down B, trying to grasp for air basically. But he's just covering a lot of my options on recovery, and I just get 3 stocked. So after that game, I'm like, in my head, I'm telling myself that's probably the worst I've ever played ever before. Like, probably like on stage or something, like in tournament, I should say. It was just, in my head, I was thinking like, wow, there were so many things I did wrong in neutral. Oh my gosh. Hold on. All right, going back to the video. So yeah, I'm thinking I didn't play well, and I already knew like my Zedderburn. I switched to Zedderburn for game 2. I knew that I wasn't going to, you know, win this set, or I had a feeling I wasn't gonna win this set with Zedderburn. My Zedderburn I didn't feel like was warmed up for this matchup at all. Like anytime I would practice the Forsburn matchup, or if I played against the Forsburn, I'd intentionally go Edalus just to get the matchup experience. And I didn't warm up my Zedderburn at all, like leading up to this point. And so it's just one of those things that you do, or well, I did. That's like a reset, like a mental reset. Like I may not even do well in this next game, but I don't want to play that poorly with my Edalus and then go into the second game with the idea that my Edalus just played bad. So I said I was gonna play Zedderburn. Just to see what happens, but also to try and shake off whatever was going on in my head, because I really did feel like, I mean, I had gotten outplayed in many places for sure, but I felt like there was some key movement options or movements and like just plays that I didn't do well on my own as well. And I can't explain which those were very well right now, or in the last game when I was analyzing it, because like I don't remember what they were. Like to me right now it just looks like, you know, he was just doing everything right, and that's what it often looks like as the spectator. But I play Zedderburn and I go to Tower of Heaven because I know he wants to drop from the platform, and he does a lot of like platform drop dares, and so I said if those are too obvious, I'm just gonna parry them. So I'm not gonna be too worried about that. He gets me off stage. I think he edge guards me really well this entire game as well. Let's see. He makes sure he gets some smokes inhaled. He gets a free combust whenever he sets me up with no resources. So clean edge guarding there. That forward tilt completely stuffed out my fireball before it came out. That was really good. And then I air dodged out because I really expected him to just follow up from the forward tilt, but he didn't. So now I just wasted an air dodge. And yeah, he gets the parry on my up B, gets an edge guard. I make it back on. And this is finally when I get some time to breathe. I'm gonna try and like even the stocks up, but I goof up this part of the edge guard. I go way too low. I fast fall too low. I should have just like not fast fell, or fast fell later. And that way I can throw out an aerial and feel really good about it and like safe. But if you see, my double jump doesn't reach back onto the stage with just on its own, which means I have to air dodge. So now I don't get to keep up the pressure on the edge guard. So I really messed that up. He makes it back on clean. Gets me back off stage again. I think I die there. Yeah, I thought I do that to this day. I've done it during this stream. I down B from like this height, and I think I'm gonna make it on, but I don't. Or I think I'm gonna like be able to act out of it, but I can't. The O's at the time. And so at this point, I'm still like not even. I'm thinking, I'm not converting off of my hits and neutral, my wins enough, and I didn't get the one edge guard like that I've had an opportunity to get. And so I'm like, right, so it's already 3 stocks to 1 again. I'm not gonna win this game, but I'm not too upset about it because I'm like, well, I already knew this game, like my Zedderburn probably wasn't gonna be doing it this time around anyway. And this is like a great setup. It's like every Zedderburn wants to like down B here so that they get into a good position to up B and have their double jump. It's just really careless if he's that prepared for it. And so he gets a great spike, sends me off stage, and I already know I'm gonna go Edalus now. I'm like, well, this is like a given. I already expected to do this. Let's just hope I can make it work out. And whenever I feel like I'm playing bad, I'll comment like I'll like laugh because I want to like I think it's funny like how like prepared I am going into a set. Like I was for this one, I think. Like I'm pretty sure I was plenty warmed up, but uh I just think, wow, all that warming up, and I just like, and I'm playing like this. What the heck's happening? And so it's like, like like to laugh it off kind of thing. But also because like in this situation, a lot of people might be really down on themselves. But that's just not like my personality. My mental reaction to taunt, I literally think nothing of taunts during tournament. I just see them, and it's like, okay. I mean, you right, or I don't know. I mean, I've only yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've been taunted on very much. Luckily, in this case, it's like a taunt to get bodied situation. But I mean, even if it wasn't, the taunt isn't like mentally draining. So I'm thinking, all right, let's just go play Edalus. Oh, I do remember. I'm like, all right, play Edalus and just play like it's friendlies. Like that's the biggest thing some people need to hear. Honestly, is like just play like it's friendlies. Stop trying to do something special during the bracket. Just play like you were back there on stage, you know, behind the curtains.
Oh, he didn't take much time, but yeah. After a loss like that.
Oof, I mean, Cake does love that matchup. And
But yeah,
we saw Cake, like just do so much.
where is it?
Just, like,
Eventually, oh, I'm thinking he's probably thinking about bands. I'm probably thinking about the stage.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So we go to Ethereal Gates. Also, it's funny that I chose this stage because I usually don't like to go here, as Edalus or Zedburn. But I said, you know what? I want to get him off stage, and I want him to not be able to make it back easily. And you know, sometimes that's true on this stage. Sometimes it's not. But I was like, go big or go home. So that's what I did. I went here. I thought at the beginning I needed some really big momentum. So this looks like nothing, but when I got this parry, in my head this was huge. I'm not sure if I parried him all set. I should have I wish I had remembered this moment and like paid attention leading up to it. But from my mental game, getting that parry was really, really important. And yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it plays out. I'm not just that parry, but
He's lost one event all year, right?
Yeah, and it was
GGX.
It wasn't grand.
see. So I get him off stage with fair. That down B was an accident. I meant to side B, but he parries right away. And once I see the parry, I turn around with an up tilt. Don't get a follow up. That's fine. I'm okay with the damage.
Take him out.
Yeah.
Of losers bracket.
Looks like we've got the start of a monstrous effort right here.
Well, Edalus is, some people.
And since I'm down like 2-0, right, I'm going to just stay on stage. I'm just gonna try and play it smart. Anytime I get the opportunity to edge guard him, I'm just gonna go for Icicle Fair, you know, classic. Keep it simple. He's going high. He has a platform he can go to. I didn't get my fair out in time. He was able to parry it. And he does like some tricky maneuvering with clone. So you know, maybe it wasn't completely obvious, but I think I knew that was a real him. I just didn't get the fair off. So what happens? I land on the stage. He misses a back air, and I get a Dacus. Classic Dacus helping me out. And this is the first time I've had a lead. All set, so I'm thinking, well, I should play a little safe, but at the same time, I'm just gonna stick to my game plan. And often my game plan is literally just get ice down and then dash attack at them. I like to do that when I have a lead as well, like more recklessly when I have a lead, because of what I was talking about in the first game, where if you can start off with momentum, you can get away with more, and you can get away with more and be successful, or you can get away with more and be unsuccessful. But even when you fail to win neutral and maybe even die for it, you realize what they're doing, like what they're gonna do to your basic neutral option, which in my case is like dash attack in, right? Because I'm Edalus. I'm like, how is he gonna handle my attacks? How is he gonna handle what I'm throwing at him? In this case, I just won neutral. I mean, I got dash attack there, read his platform movement. He didn't throw out anything there. I think I should have lost neutral. Or like, yeah, I don't know. He probably could have easily hit me like with fair. But I think he gets in his own head, and then he DIs really bad. So now I have a big lead. And so it's one of those things where you can't really do anything too wrong. Except I'm down 2-0, so I really can. I could blow this game and then lose the set. Let's see, he gets me off stage.
Not saving. Oh, okay.
The cake barely drags me in. That was really good. I was starting to drift out of back airs finally, which I hadn't been doing before.
Main weakness being combo food.
Manages to slip through there. Good trade.
Get the trade, I'm really lucky.
Because if that was a trade, that was gonna be more combo.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get his parry. Wow, it's really good. So he's been doing this a lot recently. Where he'll just go on the platform anytime I'm on the corner of the stage and then I jump in the air, or maybe I'm hitting the air and I double jump. He'll let the clone do the work and then approach, because he doesn't have to worry about trading with clone, right?
Looks the armor that.
I was so worried that
Wow, that was really good. He almost completely cleaned up the stock from the start.
being combo food.
Manages to slip through there. Good trade.
From here, he almost like cleaned it up.
Because if that was a trade, that was gonna be more.
Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is.
Wrong direction.
He goes on, gets some fairs, nairs, clone hit, good setup. Doesn't get the double hit. He didn't move far enough to the left, but
Did he crouch the
I wonder if it would have killed. There's a good chance it would have.
Get hit into the knife.
That was awesome.
Oh, that smoke.
Wow, I looked like I was just wandering around aimlessly.
Oh, that smoke.
Like, this is just bad. Like, there's where I'm talking about playing recklessly, but this is just like bad play. There's like nothing to gain. I just walk into the center of the stage with no ice. I'm like panicking probably or something. Like, not like mentally panicking, but like my gameplay is showing like not smart decision making.
I'm sorry if four's burned. Teleport.
I make it back on. I just like I just throw out a nair. Honestly, just
Burned. Teleport.
hoping I catch him before his down air comes out, which I did.
It's the best option to always correct. They can't dodge it. It's possible.
And at this point, I'm like, wow, I do not deserve this stock. I'm gonna get armor, even though I'm gonna let him back on. That was my whole point of doing that. I had this edge guard opportunity. The smart play is like to edge guard him.
It's possible.
But I guess I was worried about the platforms. They weren't moving at the time, and I thought, wow, I played this stock so poorly. He's gonna come back, so let me get this armor, make it harder for him. I try and shark with up tilt.
Have super armor on them, which
This is a read I go for
so when Idolus has
all the time with Edelus. All the time. I do it versus everybody. You feel unsafe at this exact position against Edelus, and so everyone wants to air dodge up after they've used their double jump. And so I just
super armor on
go for the up air right after. Pretty sure that ends the game.
every situation.
Oh.
And so
Good. This is
a solid start. He has really bad DI on his second stock and he dies.
lame.
And then he almost brings it back because of it. But turns out I got really lucky on like some neutral exchanges,
Oh man. All right.
and
So, I had a little scare.
sometimes it pays off to.
Non-believer,
It doesn't pay off, but
FullStream on the
you
board.
don't get punished for playing as
Hydrated, getting-
poorly as
Oh yeah.
you should be whenever you have the lead, because the other person is in that much of a disadvantage and has to like really catch up.
Yeah. This is. We don't need to say it's bad to be down 2-1, but it's also.
Especially if you play someone like, Edelus or Zedderburn or Forsburn. Like, you're not gonna really
He has to win on two.
try and camp the opponent when you don't have a lead.
Game. I forget what stage.
He got a
that
smile on
was
his face. So
on.
look at him.
It was on.
He's like, this is gonna be easy. Merchant port.
All right, that was looking.
How long does this take?
Yeah. We're going to
Alright.
Jules Vale.
He chooses Jules Vale.
You know, I don't like this stage. I think this
You might have seen this
Yeah.
stock.
I think this is kind of a waste.
I don't know. I just like combo him a lot. I get him off stage. The platform's not on his side, so and he's already used his air dodge. He gets everything back there, but he's DI'd so far out from that forward air that he's so limited in his recovery options, and then he dies. So I have a great lead on this stock. This is huge for my momentum, and I already have all the ice school out, so I can't really mess up in terms of like doing silly as or it's gonna be harder for me to throw my second stock or like my stock like I did on my second stock last game. My main goal on this stage is to play it like it's all based on the platform and where the platform is. If he's under the platform or on it, I'm probably gonna fake an approach, and otherwise I'm only gonna fake an approach once at most, and I'm just gonna go in on my own. It's just in this position, it's just so much smarter for me to not commit like that. Like he goes on the platform. I know I have to fake out, and then he goes for a parry. He's going for a lot of parries. I think I don't know how he plays like nowadays or anything, but that's something I try to take advantage of a lot whenever I play Cake. Is whenever he doesn't have a lead, he'll like do a lot of defensive options. He gets a clean edge guard there. Great setup. Now he has me on the ropes. I'm DIing in really poorly. It's really bad, but he's like, sometimes you're just like literally not prepared to punish DI in, hard DI in, because you expect a good player to do DI out. So sometimes I can take credit for like DIing in there, but I think the smart idea would have just been to get off stage. He's brought this back like wholly. It's like completely even. He even gets a parry here, but it doesn't kill me. Okay. Yeah. He'll often go for like raw combusts. So I was just playing it safe. Also, I wanted to play it safe because his up strong would hit in this area. So I wanted to make sure I landed on the left half of the platform. Catch him. I don't get my ice though. That's like frame unperfect. So I missed the dash from the dash attack point of view, but he does jump, and so he jumps and does an air dodge, so he gets hit. Oh, I just barely missed the ice for my neutral special, so I don't get armor. I'm like, well, that's kind of really bad for me. He gets a chain. Man, he edge guards me really passively here. I wonder why. He could like go for more sharking opportunities. But I land with a back air. Beats out his nair. Oh, because I'm higher up. That's why I beat it. And like his nair hits low and at an angle. Yeah, there we go. That was a good edge guard. Back air lingers for so long. It's a great interception of Edlis's up B. Oh, and this was really scary. Alright, I jab him off stage. I think I'm going to go for the win. I say, alright, let me go for the win here. I miss. I missed the up air. Or, well, really, I mean, he evades it. He just evades the up air perfectly. I didn't want him to. He side B's to the right, then air dodges to the right. I said, well, okay. And it's at this moment I realized, wow, I have no air dodge. And this is my last stock, and it's 1-2. So I think, okay. All I need to do is get back on, right? He misses this back air. I say, sick. I'm going to make it back onto the stage. He hits me with the clone to pop me up. Hits me with the up air. I'm like, oh no. This isn't good. I try and throw out a back air there. Anything to make it back on the stage. But he changed me with back airs. If I had DI'd in that second one as well, he probably could have ended me. But I DI'd out, even though I don't have any resources, which is really scary. I don't think I have a double jump. If I don't have a double jump, no, I don't. Then it's almost way better for him to just not back air here. This back air really helped me out a lot because I'm at low percent. This back air is not going to lead to anything, and I've thrown icicles out. And so now I'm starting off closer to the stage and higher than I was before to recover. And so now I have way more options at my disposal, whereas before I would have had to land here or here, and he would have been able to really punish whatever I just threw out, which was icicles in that case. Oops. And so I end up landing with a nair. You have to choose some option, right? Like, you have to choose some option to land. I just chose nair. And then I already get him off stage. Let's see. Just to be clear, I knock him off. I knock him, and he drifts over to the platform. But I don't fake an approach, because by the time like, he hasn't landed on the platform yet. So I'm going to be able to get my move out before his, probably. Which I do. I send him off. First thing I'm thinking is, how can I get rid of his smoke? How can I just edge guard him? Should I get armor? I didn't have enough time to worry about armor, and I've had so much success edge guarding that I just went for that. Just throw out ice cools. That up B was insanely reckless. Why did I go for that? I should have just stood back. He used his double jump. He just popped his clone. And now he's used his air dodge. I could have just forward stronged. I could have just waited until he up B'd and then forward stronged. But I go for this up B. This is a really interesting back air. It's faster, but if he had just DI'd out on my dash attack, it wouldn't have connected. So I should have just gone for a fair. If anything was going to connect, a fair might have ended up getting a kill if he DI'd it hard in. But it sends him off stage at least. Oh, and he does a great recovery. I'm not respecting his speed. He recovered so quickly and got his clone on the stage so fast. I'm trying to set up, like, I'm just trying to set up for an edge guard, but he's already gotten a clone on, pops it, and he's recovered. In this position, I feel kind of okay. Like, in panic situations, Equalizing usually comes out on top a lot of the time, just because his moves are so big and it's so easy to hit with because they're so big. I catch his air dodge. I wonder if I was let me see. Oh yeah. I'm either going for like an air dodge there or his double jump, in which case I would just double jump before I did the fair. So I win that game after that crazy like last stock where I go off and I try and like end it fast. I'm really like, wow, I really got away with murder there. I brought it to game 5. I'm feeling really confident. Even though he almost brought that game back, I'm thinking, well, I've had a lot of really solid edge guards, including that 0 DF last game. If I just play like that, I don't think I can really go wrong. I don't know what stage he could possibly take me to. I don't know what I banned, but I probably feel comfortable on the rest of the stages. And he takes me to Frozen Fortress, which honestly I think is fine. It's a fine pick. As Forsburn, you have a lot of like plat drop opportunities. You have a lot of like mix-ups with your clone to go in for the plat drop first, or like Forsburn's gameplay does well, or yeah, his game plan goes well here. So I completely understand the pick. Let's see what happens. I start off with 2 F tilts because I just like to get ice down, honestly, and it's really safe. No one ever really parries F tilt, so I started with 2 F tilts. Oh my gosh! If I do that back air, I'm really feeling myself. If I react to your DIN on my nair and I go for a reverse back air, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. That's nice. I just got this combo. Oh my gosh! I just get this combo. He tries to react or up B back on real quickly, but now it's just the edge guard situation. He has no resources. I let him back on, but you just recovered, so it's like really common to want to DI or tech roll in. So I read that, but I don't get a really good punish. Oh, I don't get a good punish. What does he do here? He tries to do the game plan of like throwing his clone in and then coming to a platform above, falling with a down air or something, which is like part of the game plan I was talking about before. But what goes wrong is I kill his clone too fast, and I rush to the middle of the stage. Up till up strong could have connected. I didn't do the micro spacing. Like I didn't microspace to the left a little bit, so I didn't get it. But hard DI out on up tilt at high percents will true combo Nadekis. So I get a really big lead here. I honestly think, wow, this game is totally in my hands. I think I have this. I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard to bring games back on this stage because it's so big. Read the tech roll in. I didn't read. Oh well, I was going for a roll in read, but he didn't give it to me until late. But he was so late on it that he couldn't punish me with a down tilt. And so I'm thinking I just want as much ice on the stage as possible until I can edge guard him. Oh, he misses his wavelength. That's so unfortunate for him. I might not have hit him if he landed on the platform. Perfect read. I do not die though for some reason. Wow. Perfect read on the timing might be, but do I DI? I DI in for sure. Oh, it looks like I might have DI'd out for the second back air, but maybe it just didn't connect. Like I drifted out for the second back air, so I didn't get hit by the sweet spot. And so everyone on, if you pick this stage, your goal is probably like to platform camp, which is what he's doing, or like which is like the game plan that he's going for. What I do as Equalizing, like sometimes I'll throw it up airs like there, but in general, I like to go for nair. I like to jump up really high in nair because it's not like nair is usually thought of to hit below, but it really hits in the air. It's a good anti-air, or it contests opponents in the air above you well too. So you'll see me do that a lot. I go for nair to try and start something. I don't get a true punish obviously on his forward tilt, but he jumps afterwards. Dacus covers a lot, and at this point the game is like, man, I just feel, wow, we just went back and forth. He like really bought me the first 2 games. Anyway, this game, I mean, there's not really much to review at this point. It's like he's gonna try and claw to get to to bring the stocks back to even, but I'm just gonna play super aggro and just try and get as much damage as possible, right? I have armor. I have 3 stocks to 1 lead. I'm not worried about anything. I go for nair. I can up tilt. Oh man. Nair. I mean, there's really not much else to say. This set's kind of over. This might have been kind of a boring set to analyze. I mean, the first 2 games are hard to analyze. He just kind of like destroys me, right? And honestly, games 3 and 4 are like the best. They're the most entertaining, I would say. They were the closest, especially game 4. But the rest of it's kind of whatever. I'm really sad about this part. Oh man. I was like, I perfectly got this down B. And I think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna 40%. I'm gonna get the 40%. And I missed the fast fall, and so I'm like, okay, I don't get it. I guess I'll go for an up strong. Maybe that'll catch everything. But he gets the parry because I don't time it right, or I don't wait it out. And so he gets a kill. I'm like, well, oh well. Let's see. I'm just going for up airs, nairs on the platform. Still just trying to play super aggressive. He's actually playing below me there. I mean, he hits me with an up tilt, but he doesn't get anything out of it. I go for a falling up air there. That's so silly. Why would I do that? I'm just not caring about. I go for a Dacus on no ice. I know that any hit can do it, right? Like it's just hard not to. It's hard to play as focused as you are the rest of the time whenever you have this kind of lead in this situation. Or at least it was for me. But it's like, it's still a calm, like I'm not in a frantic, I'm gonna just hyper aggro on them. It's like, I'm still gonna maintain, my speed. I'm still gonna maintain my text. I'm just gonna try and apply a lot of pressure. It's like just with the whole mind of dealing as much damage as possible and applying a lot of pressure. It's not like, besides that one time on Ethereal Gates when I just walked into the middle of the stage, like that was really weird. That's why I pointed that out as being so weird. Because I mean, it was reckless, like I've been saying, but it wasn't. I mean, that was just something else. So yeah, he actually brings this. I mean, if you look at it, like I'm at 100 plus, over 100% on my second stock. It's actually he's like bringing it back, but it just takes any hit. I go for a fair up here because I'm actually expecting him to like plat drop. But I connect with him on the platform. Why is this video another minute and a half long? Anyway, and that's it. That's the set. I look over the day before this, or the day before this, this set, this Sunday finals. I'm like, George. I'm talking to George, Trevor, and Dan. I'm like, I don't know, guys. I'm still not feeling like super up to par. I think it's because I was putting like a lot of time in Ultimate because it just came out a couple months ago. I'm like, I'm still not feeling super up to par. Like, should I grind like super hard tonight and like stay up late, or should I just go to sleep? Like, what do you guys think? Dan's like, just go to sleep, dude. You just have to get rest. Just go to sleep. And George's like, yeah, go to sleep, go to sleep. Trevor's like, yeah. I think Trevor might have been, he would have been fine either way. I think he could have gone either way, but he disagreed with him. I said, all right, fine, I'll go to sleep. And I said, I don't know, there's some other banter. Like, we were just talking back and forth. So in the end here, I like look at them. I'm like staring at them, drinking my water. They see me.
I did not believe in the analyst.
Alright, so yeah, that was the set. Like I said, I think it was kind of boring. I mean, some people say, like Ross saying, it was fun to listen to either way. I would think that this would be more entertaining or more substance to analyze, but since it's a game 5, but it didn't turn out that way. The first 2 games, there's not too much to analyze. It was just really solid play on his part. Like the moments came and like he executed them perfectly at the time. Games 3 and 4 were like the most in depth, and then game 5, like stock 1, kind of snowballed out into the rest of the game. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys are here watching, then I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube this Sunday, and so feel free to subscribe there, and you can watch all the other content I've made and we'll continue to put up. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then come on down to the stream. I have my link to the stream below, and you can see this stuff live, as well as other types of content like in fun challenges that I do on stream that I don't exactly that I won't be posting to YouTube. And yeah, please leave me suggestions on sets. These are really fun. I like reviewing sets, and I don't care what kind of sets they are. I prefer top level players. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching.